For our generation, we live in a world in which there are many viable options and opportunities for us as consumers to purchase the goods and services that we both want and need. For example, there's many advancements in technology, daily, weekly, monthly, where new cell phones and video game systems and televisions and computers are become available, and these new hot items are quickly placed on everybody's want list, and then they are what everybody needs or feels they need. So they become available everywhere. You're able to see them in the big box stores, your supermarkets end up having them. They're available for sale on websites and different online stores. Once they become must-have, many manufacturers, they bump up their production to meet demand, and other new and inventive people come out with new ideas to produce and flood the market with all of these goods that people need. So now I ask, what is the process used to meet the demand when people need blood transfusions or blood platelet transfusions or blood plasma units? These items are just not available to go out onto the store and to be able to find and pick up off the shelf, like you could see here back in the days when there was a vampire TV series called True Blood on HBO. You were able to buy bottled blood for their characters. So I have to ask, how is it that we can live in this present day society where we get instant gratification for the things that we want, for the things that we purchase, that we're just not able to go out and have enough people donating blood to help save lives? According to the website redcrossblood.org, there are many facts and statistics listed that provide information about the need for blood donations. For instance, every 2 seconds there is someone in the United States that needs a blood transfusion. The blood donations are essential for things such as surgeries and cancer patient treatments, as well as chronic illness and traumatic injuries. There are also many other statistics listed on the website that include that approximately 36,000 units of red blood cells are needed daily in the United States, as well as 7,000 platelets units and 10,000 plasma units. That's just every single day. And approximately 21 million units of blood products are transferred each year in the United States. With all this need, it's a scary fact that only 38% of the United States population is able to donate blood. And from that 38%, only 1 in 10 people actually do donate blood. So type O negative blood is considered universal blood, which means that it will be used for any blood type, any type A, type B. Anybody can use a type O negative. And also facts are that only 7% of the United States population has type O negative blood. So a couple more statistics are that an average person can give blood once every 56 days. And if you're a platelet donor, you're able to donate blood once every 7 days. And lastly, one donation of a pint is able to save as many as 3 lives. With the need so high and the outcome of a donation being so positive and saving so many lives, it's discouraging, as I just previously stated, and as noted on the website bloodsource.org, that less than 10% of the population in the United States donates blood. this percentage may seem even lower because bloodsource.org also states that 1 out of every 7 hospital patients needs some kind of blood transfusion. So how can you help? First, you need to determine if you are one of the 38% that's eligible to donate blood. And to be eligible, you need to be considered fit and healthy, which means that you must weigh a very minimum of 110 pounds. You must be 18 years age or older. In some states, you're allowed to be 16 or 17 and donate with your parents' permission. You cannot have had dental work within the previous 24 hours of donating. Otherwise, it could cause a bacteria to form in your sample. And another thing that cannot happen is you cannot have had a tattoo or body piercing within the last 12 to 24 months prior to, or I'm sorry, 6 to 12 months prior to donating blood. There also may be other restrictions depending on what time of the year or where you are donating blood, which can include, travel restrictions where you've recently traveled to, or if your family history has blood disease concerns, or there's blood disease concerns in a particular area or suburb or city, or if they're in a rare case, it could be an age or weight issues that could cause potential for you not to be able to donate blood. After determining if you are eligible, you need to set up an appointment to donate the blood, or you need to find a blood drive. And then again, according to redcrossblood.org, there's over 500 blood drives every single day across the United States that you're able to give your donations. And once your appointment's made, it's suggested that you keep your body hydrated leading up to your blood donation, and eat iron-rich foods, as well as getting a good night's rest the day before you're donating. Getting a good night's rest is considered 7 to 9 hours for an adult. And then they also suggest that you eat 3 hours prior to donating blood. And according to wikihow.com, they suggest that you avoid certain activities, and they include the obvious of drinking alcohol or smoking, because they can contaminate your samples, and your sample will be thrown out and not used to help anybody. Aside from that, some other uncommon things are chewing gum or chewing candy, because what that will do is it'll heat up your mouth and it'll make it appear like you have a fever, and you will be ineligible at the time if you have a fever. So now that your body is completely prepared for your big day of donating blood, you just need to show up for your appointment and fill out the required paperwork. And after your paperwork's filled out, the nurse will prep you for your blood sampling. And the first thing she does is gives you a little physical. It's very small. It consists of blood pressure and taking your pulse, as well as your temperature. And he also will prick your finger and check your hemoglobin and your iron levels to make sure that everything is safe for you to be donating blood. And once that is complete, next step is to just relax, and then the nurse will take your blood sample. It takes approximately 8 to 10 minutes to fill up 1 pint of blood for your sample. And once you're complete, you'll be given a drink and a snack, and this is to help replenish your system so that your fluids get back to normal, and you're required to wait approximately 15 minutes until you're not feeling dizzy or there's no instance for you to faint. one of the biggest and main issues that prevent people from donating blood is because they have a fear of needles. So to help prevent your fear of needles and avoid this very basic and simple reasoning for not donating blood, you can overcome this fear by changing your mindset. You don't think of the pain or that it's a needle's going to happen, but instead you're thinking about how you're able to save somebody or make a difference in someone else's life. You focus on your breathing when you see a needle or when it's about to be inserted into your arm, into your veins. Another tip is to lie down while you're getting your blood taken, or you can visualize yourself in a different kind of situation. And one other thing to possibly do is to distract yourself either by singing or listening to music. Most blood donation places will allow you to wear headphones if that's what you choose. So once you cope with your fears, you'll see that donating blood can be more rewarding than it is painful. You are now finished donating blood, and with less than an hour of time of your life taken from filling out the application to getting your cookie and juice, you have been able to make a difference in someone else's life. So now I ask you to be proactive in helping to increase the percentages of low numbers of 1 in 10, from 1 in 10, to something greater to save someone's life. Thank you for watching my speech.